Welcome back. During this edition of Public Affairs on Peach, we've talked about the more established sports in Atlanta. We're going to devote this segment to one of the new teams in town, the Atlanta Blaze lacrosse team. And with me is Scott Ratliff, the Blaze team captain. And Scott, thanks so much for being on with us. And let's talk about this team and just the growth of the sport of lacrosse, not only in our area, but really nationwide.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a sport that's a Native American sport originally. It's been around a long time, but really up in the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic. And recently the explosion here in Atlanta has been huge, and you're seeing that with the addition of a professional franchise.
And just explain lacrosse to some folks who don't know a lot about it.
Yeah, so I mean, lacrosse it's really like a hybrid of a lot of different sports. You get soccer comparisons, you get hockey comparisons. Essentially, it's a game with a net on either side of the field and a shot clock, and you get up and down, and team with the most goals wins.
Tell me about the shot clock.
So 60-second shot clock, and that's something that's unique to the pro league. In college, they can hold the ball as long as they need. Keeps the game going up and down. There's never really a dull moment in the action. You got to get on offense. You got to make something happen. Really similar to basketball.
But it is a mix of football because you do wear shoulder pads, right?
We do.
And you do wear a helmet.
We do. Yep, lots of pads. Really the difference in football is you're going to get more hip checks and more shoulder checks than actually wrapping people up. So The hitting is much like hockey, but obviously on feet.
Well, that is really great. Now, where do you play in the field?
So I play kind of all over the field. I play long stick midi, so it's a position where you can go on both sides of the field. I play offense and defense, where you have other guys who specialize and play one end of the field. So
then guys who specialize one end, that's more like hockey then, right?
Exactly, yep.
And then you're in the mid, so you go both ways there?
Go to both sides. I kind of prioritize defense, but every now and then I'll run up and see if I can get a goal now.
All right, well, let's plug this thing now. How much do tickets cost?
The tickets, they range. You can get in there for $15. We play up at Fifth Third Bank Stadium in Kennesaw, and it's an incredible venue, really cool place to see a game. You can get down on the sideline as well. They've got, I think, a $100 price point to get down on the sideline, and there's boxes available, all that stuff.
All right, now I understand you have a game tonight. Tell us about the game tonight.
Yeah, we play the Boston Cannons tonight. It's a really good team, a really established franchise. We're sitting at 2-2, so it should be a big one for us. We're excited.
One thing that I've noticed in the high schools around here, lacrosse has really grown exponentially, I think, in the last 10 years. And could you tell us about how that's grown in high school and about how you kind of maybe grow some of your team?
Absolutely. I mean, it's something I've seen firsthand. I went to Walton High School and graduated in 2009, and lacrosse was just breaking onto the scene. I mean, my classmates didn't really know what it was. You didn't get anybody at games. Now I come back and I coach at Greater Atlanta Christian School, and the entire culture around it has changed. There's probably at least 50 or 60 more high schools that are playing, and the support and the community in the school is much, much better.
Now, explain the substitution with me, because in soccer, you can come in right away, come in and come out. Can you do that in lacrosse?
So in lacrosse, it's unlike soccer, where in soccer you sub out and you stay out, right? Lacrosse is more like hockey. We sub on the fly. So again, you have players that specialize on certain sides of the field. So an offensive player, when the ball gets turned over, will run right off the box. Defensive player will run right on, and again, it keeps it really fast paced and a lot of movement.
I know as you try to grow the game, you have some camps coming up. Tell us about the camps that are coming up.
Yeah, so we're running several different Atlanta Blaze camps, and what's really unique about pro lacrosse in these camps is you get great access to the players. Myself, our first-round draft pick, Miles Jones, who is really becoming the face of lacrosse, will be out at these camps. We have locations in Kennesaw as well, in Gwinnett. A lot of the players will be out there, and it should be great fun.
What about the ages?
All ages welcome, and that's another beauty of the sport. You get out there with the stick. It doesn't matter if you're 9 or if you're 18. We'll get you out there. We'll teach you the skills. We'll have fun.
Girls and guys?
Girls and guys are welcome. Bring them all.
Because I know girls lacrosse is getting big too, isn't it?
It is. It's also growing in popularity. The rules are a little bit different, but at the end of the day, it's about stick skills, and that's what we'll be teaching.
Is there a cost for the camp?
Yeah, there is. It's a 4-day camp, Monday through Thursday. It's $350. Again, 2 locations, one in Kennesaw, one in Gwinnett. So love to see everybody out there.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right, that's great, man. Go out and see some lacrosse, and don't go anywhere. Chris Domino of 680 The Fan dissects the Falcons, Braves, Hawks, Bulldogs, Jackets, and maybe even some lacrosse when Public Affairs on Peach returns.